Next up, it's time to choose our hero and villain of the week. Who's sold out their show at the Fringe and who's burned off their own Fringe. Each of the panel is going to nominate a hero and a villain, and I am going to decide who is the hero and the villain because I am an autocrat. Marie, who are you nominating as hero and who is your villain?
So my villain is David Davies, the Welsh Secretary of State, because he released a leaflet that was called out as racist and quite a bit of a dog whistle by GRT charities and associations. So kind of talking about gypsy and traveller site coming to your area soon and really, really encouraging people to write in to the Labour Council to let them know what they made of that, which is just a bit like, I don't know, it feels, it's 2023, like must we still do sort of, that sort of attitudes towards travellers. So that was quite depressing. And also, again, you're a Secretary of State. Please do your job instead. Just,
Did he actually have Conservative on his leaflet?
Good question.
Because they're all not doing that now, aren't they?
Yeah, and they're even like green or like other colours entirely, which is quite funny.
I was going to make them red. Why not?
So my hero is a bit of a bold choice because we do not know who it is. But very specifically, I am nominating the person who told the Times that they refused an honour from Liz Truss because it would be, I quote, humiliating. Because that made me laugh so much.
That is brilliant.
That finally some self-awareness.
Two people knocked back the honour, didn't they?
They did, but one specifically said it would have been humiliating.
Now, you're an insider. Who do you think it might be?
I genuinely don't know.
You must have some kind of, spider sense.
Honestly,
idea.
because we don't even know what kind of honour it was.
Okay.
So I think that probably would have helped it. But
exactly. It might have been an OB for someone.
But yes, I just found that hysterical.
I'm sure we can work something out. Oh, what's your nominations, Alex, for hero and villain?
So my hero is Jackie McKenzie, who is the immigration lawyer that was picked on and named and then unnamed over the weekend about the one that's apparently in the web of deceit of Starmer's in trying to I don't know, stop the government from sending...
Stop the boats.
I mean, I don't even know what the charge was. It was Braverman's piece, so it was incoherent. But I find it extraordinary because she's now fighting back. So she posted on social media that apparently the government compiled a dossier on her and sent it to 4 partisan newspapers to basically do a hatchet job on her.
They doxed her.
And I find this really quite extraordinary happening simultaneously to them complaining that the posh bank that Nigel Farage was at, did a dossier on him and decided basically to offer him their more basic product rather than their premium one. And at the same time, the state, with all its might, is compiling fucking dossiers and sending them to papers against individual citizens. So she's my hero of the week for fighting back. And my villain of the week is Rishi Sunak. Not for any of the obvious reasons, just because I think, who the fuck goes on holiday and wakes up at 6 o'clock in the morning to go to a spinning class? Not just to go exercise, like in the hotel gym or go for a run, but to go to a public spinning class where you'll be seen and require some massive security operation. I think he's a sociopath. I disagree with you. He hasn't seen his family in a year, and he wakes up in the middle of the night to go be seen at a spinning class. That is American psycho territory.
I've rarely heard you that angry, which I really respect that. If there's one thing I hate.
It's just the cheapest possible.
It's not just a spin class, Alex. It's a Taylor Swift themed.
Oh, fuck. Okay, fine. No, okay, I'm on board now. Oh, my Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah, sorry, you're on board with me.
I just really hate Taylor Swift.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say that just makes it worse.
Yeah, weirdly, that's clinched it for me. Yeah, fine.
This is where Zoe outs herself as like a full-on Swiftie.
I actually am. I've got aerosol ticket. Yeah, okay.
Zoe Grunewald, hero and villain, speak your truth.
I've got 200 heroes this week because I'm cheating a bit. But I think the team of scientists working at the high security lab in Wiltshire on the next pandemic vaccine are doing a great job. I also think they're probably under, attack on social media today from all these COVID conspiracy theorists, because obviously if you're already preemptively working on a vaccine, you can just imagine what all the anti-vaxxers are going to be saying. But they're obviously doing a really great thing, which we'll all be very grateful for when we all get bird flu in 2 years' time or whatever. That's just a prediction. That's not. Yeah, I don't. If we do get bird flu in 2 years' time, it's not because I had some secret.
This will turn up on YouTube.
Yeah,
It's
it
like,
will.
how did this woman know?
Yeah.
How she's in on the end?
The Negroni swilling media elite, they're all in on it.
The Light newspaper will do a story on you or something. Yeah.
Okay. My villain is also Rishi Sunak at the spin class, but also I'm adding in Matt Hancock because there's two reasons for this, right? So Sunak, spin class, holiday, I think shameless opportunism. I agree with you. I think it's very cynical. You know, he's trying to be in touch with young people and their love of Taylor Swift. I just think it's very cynical. He could have done, you're telling me he couldn't have just gone on his...
You could have gone downstairs and had a swim.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, but I'm adding in Matt Hancock because I don't know if anyone saw his annoying TikTok video of him doing the I'm Just Ken song, miming the I'm Just Ken song from the Barbie movie. And I think they're both villains for the same reason, that they're just jumping on these media trends to try and buff themselves up as, you know, darlings and get support from young people. And I just find it super irritating because it's so cynical, it's so cringy, and it's like, just do your fucking job.
Hancock video is like a natural contraceptive, isn't it?
Oh, it's just
Like,
so awful.
it will kill anyone's boner in 10 seconds flat.
Yeah. Also, this man was the Secretary of State for DCMS, and the camera quality is so bad. I mean, I know he's on a beach, but like the camera's terrible.
Okay, judgment. I'm going to give hero has to go to the person or persons who knocked back in honour from Liz Truss, because they're absolutely right, and they speak for us all, because it would be the crappiest honour of the lot, wouldn't it?
And also, Liz Truss must know who it is, so I really like saying,
she
mate,
really
come
will
on.
like that. She
Thanks
will
for the
not
gift,
like-
but Jesus.
It's the sort of thing that in 10 years will end up in Who's Who with an asterisk.
Of a villain, I'm going to hive off Matt Hancock from Rishi Sunak, because we'll be calling him a villain all the time. I am giving it to Matt Hancock on his own, because at least Rishi Sunak going to a spin class, it has a purpose. It is at least exercise. It may be, as you say, sociopathic and terrible thing to do when you're on a family holiday, but at least he's trying to get fit. This was just craven need for
Cringe.
attention, and the absolute cringe inside out. What does Roman say on Succession? I cringe so hard I turned into a fossil. That's what that clip would make you do.